time for the Wiener Shake Show, Wiener Shakers. To get involved, please call 302-RAW-DUMB. RAW-DUMB, yeah. Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go!
We about to blow the lid off of this bitch. It's the Wiener Shake Show. And now, here's Greg Wiener and Imran Shake.
You want to talk about salad tossing now?
I mean, we can. It's disgusting.
Oh, is it?
Continue.
So you've eaten ass then?
I've never eaten ass. And
so how do you know it's disgusting?
Ladies. Because it's where poop comes out from, Greg.
Is it really, Imran? Thank you so much.
Do you go to the garbage can and have your meals on the garbage can?
I thought you were going to say, do you go to a garbage can and jam your tongue into all the garbage that's laying in the can? Because that's what eating ass is like. Thought that was where you were going.
No, I'm saying it's like you're taking, you have nice dinners, you eat food, which is a pleasurable experience, on your clean dining table. That's like the vagina. But then all of a sudden, these people want to eat ass, and it's like instead of having a pleasurable eating experience on a clean table, you're having it on a garbage can.
You're too cerebral. I'm not saying one way or another that eating ass is something that I, have done or not done. Can we? No, so I do want to address.
Put your phone in front of the camera. Put your phone in front of the camera. That's great.
Can you read?
Not really.
Yeah, no. Am I coming off a little too angry on these podcasts? Because I'm starting to get a little self-conscious. Like, I did have a rant in 6 about people who take offense to what we say on the podcast, and they can go suck a dick. I hear myself and I'm like, God, I sound angry.
I mean,
you know
me,
yeah, but you know me. You know me well.
I know you.
Yeah, so.
Well, it's the same thing with me. It's the same thing. I got a little self-conscious. I don't know if you notice. I'm trying not to scream as much as I have been. I was like, why am I fucking yelling? Calm down, dude. But I think it's a matter of. I think we both have the type of. Well, I have the type of humor. I think your humor is very accessible. I think you're a very funny dude. And one of the admirable things about your humor is that it's very accessible, and it's very you can go up to someone and make them laugh immediately. You don't even have to know them. That's a skill, and an innate skill that you have. It's a gift, along with your sweet ass forearms. But for me, it takes someone to get to know me to really get my sense of humor, and for me to make them laugh, it takes some time for me
That's not true.
Wear them down and kind of get them to be like, all right, if I don't start laughing at this guy, he's just going to keep at it all night. So fucking just laugh. I think for me, people need to get to know me before they get my sense of humor. I think. No, I don't know. Does that sound douchey? That sounds douchey also. So
that doesn't
to say that.
I don't think that's douchey at all. That's just your own self-perception. And I think that, I don't know. I mean, I think that I knew out of the gate that you were funny, but I just was scared that you hated me because I was Jewish and you were really Muslim. So I was really nervous.
I'm not going to lie. That still exists. I still hate you, but you can compartmentalize that hate.
I can see past it to sit here for hours upon hours listening to and editing your stutter steps and your ramblings. I've looked past all of it. So,
I mean, it's a good thing this is radio because I'm carving swastikas left and right, on my desk.
Yeah, and I just killed another camel out back.
You son of a bitch!
I cut off his humps first. So I made him suffer. And there's water in those humps, right? Or no, am I thinking of a cactus?
No. There's milk or water in the humps, and that's what or maybe it's fat that gets converted to water. That doesn't make sense.
Well, didn't you say there's camel milk?
There is camel milk.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that comes from their udders.
So what do they do with those humps? And what a shitty fucking trick God played on those poor things.
Hell no. They get to survive deserts with their humps.
Wow, what a gift. Who the fuck wants to be in a desert in the first place?
They're for God's chosen people, so...
Yeah, if you lived in a desert, you'd ride a camel as if it were a car. Come on.
That's what they do.
Yeah, exactly. And how's that a fucking life for any spirit?
You do know that camels aren't sacred to Muslims, right? I'm getting that vibe from you. that you think
That
like
camels
cows
are sacred?
You,
No, I don't think camels are. I'm not an idiot.
no, it's just funny because you're like, I slaughtered a camel out there, expecting it to be like a
hurt
big.
you.
You're right. Like, no, you son of a bitch! How dare you? You respect the camel. That's a great ignorant like stereotype.
Yeah.
Like I love it when actual racists say racist things that are like completely
Wrong.
wrong. And
Yeah.
just like, you want me to spit on that camel, huh? That'll piss you off. No, it won't. No, it won't.
I couldn't
Go
care
ahead.
less. Yeah, exactly.
Don't you guys worship camels where you're from? No. No, I think you're thinking of Hindus and cows, but we're not into the camels. They're good. They're a useful beast of burden, but
Oh.
camels actually, because I want to make sure this is not funny, camels actually...
You're good at that. Go ahead. Great instinct for killing humor.
Camels actually were in North America. Did you know that?
That's wow. You just make a right turn and you bring us to pure boredom. Who cares? What do you mean camels came from North America? What are you talking about?
Camels were in North America, and they think that when the continents were connected, that's how camels crossed into Asia.
Oh, so they originated here in America.
It's one of the proofs of Pangea. I think it's called.
Pangea.
Good old Pangea.
Great.
Riveting conversation.
Jesus Christ. Let's get back to talking about ass eating. Now we veered into fucking the genealogy of camels. This podcast jumped the shark real quick.
What's your content for today, Greg? You got content? What's going on?
I always have content, Imran. I'm always scouring the world for fodder for us.
Florida.
This podcast is supported by Zcast. Zcast.co is their web address. They are an app and website. They provide the platform that you're hearing this podcast on. They provide RSS feeds, server space, and links for sharing your podcast. We'd like to thank the folks over at Zcast for their incredible platform and for their constant and undying support. We love you, Zcast. Thank you so much for your hard work, and we look forward to forging a beautiful, professional, profitable, and maybe sexual, but not harassing sexual relationship with you. Thank you, Zcast.
Imran can't complete the orgasm from oral. Greg storms out of Chipotle's across America.
And now, back to Greg Wiener and Imran Sheikh, the Wiener Sheikh Show.
That's a puss in the pocket, Greg.
Florida citizens are really stupid.
Okay.
Florida.
Now, this might as well have happened in Florida. A woman furiously shits on the floor of Tim Hortons, throws it at employees. A woman in Canada was so incensed about something that Tim Hortons employees did or didn't do that she dropped her pants, took a dump on the floor, threw it. That wasn't enough for her, though. That gesture of shitting on a restaurant floor with other customers wasn't enough. She took the dump, she threw it at the employee with her hands. She didn't even pick up like a napkin to, this woman was such a pig of a human being that she picked up her own feces, she throws it at the employee, and if that's not enough, she grabs some napkins to wipe her ass, okay, and then
She's not walking out of there with a shitty ass.
No way, of course not. She's not going to drop a shit in public, let people see her not wipe. So
she's not an animal.
No, she wipes her ass, and then she takes that and throws that at the employee, and then she scurries the fuck out. The beast, the animal.
Well, to be fair, I'm sure Tim Hortons and like most public restrooms, you can't flush anything but toilet paper down the toilet. So if she used the napkins that they have available, then she had to throw them not in the toilet. She had to throw them. Maybe she was aiming for the garbage can and it hit an employee by accident. So I don't think we can fault her for throwing the tissue paper, for throwing the napkin.
No, that's a good point.
She couldn't flush it.
Yeah, she wasn't able to flush it.
The video is ridiculous.
The video is incredible. Did you gag at all when you watched it?
No, I was just amazed because what she does is she doesn't the funny thing about it to me was that she doesn't pop a squat to take a poop, which is what I would assume she would have done. She leans her butt against like a wall and poops that way.
I thought that was ingenious. I mean, Maybe she didn't have the thigh muscles to sustain her squatting in the air with no support, so she leaned up on that wall and she used that as support, and she got those abdominals going, and she pumped that shit link out. Man, and she did it quick. It was as if she was in the middle of arguing with this person, and she felt the shit churning in her stomach, and she's like, oh, I got something for you, motherfucker. And as she's arguing, she's maybe pushing it, she's like allowing those muscles to do what they do. And then
it took her no time.
No time. She didn't have to read a newspaper, look at her phone, nothing. She just fucking executed, man. And that's what we want out of the podcast. We need to be great at what we do, people. And thank you.
And not just be able to execute, but also think on your feet.
Yeah.
Think on your feet.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, I can't. I know my calf muscles aren't so strong. Right. My abs aren't so strong. Right. So I can't just pop a squat. I gotta find a wall and lean on it.
I need the support. Yeah.
Adaptability.
Yeah. So that's my prepared content, which wasn't really content. It was just, holy shit. Let's talk about this.
And civility. Can we talk about civility where she did wipe her ass?
Yeah, no, I mean, that was just consideration. And we celebrate her.
You want to come by here?
And kiss your balls?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Can't wait. I'm going to hold the door for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be that gay type of gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
No problem, bro.
All right, dude. If I walk in, drop my pants, and drop a dirty, wet number 2 all over your front doorstep, how you going to ride that?
Yeah, man.
You're into that too, huh? I could basically take my boner and pee in the air, make a fucking fountain, and you'd catch every stinking drop.
Yes.
You would. Okay. Well, hey, you're the biggest whore I've ever talked to, and I'm coming. I'll call you in 5. I'm down. Boom. I'm in love with you.
Okay, man.
All right, I'm going to divorce my wife. I'm going to sign the papers before I leave the door. You and me, we're going to Maui.
And now we return to the Wiener Shake Show. Imran can't get an orgasm from a blowjob. And Greg storms out of Chipotle restaurants like a big Jewish baby.
I love my mommy. Bonsoir.
The Wiener Shake Show on the Greg Wiener Podcasting Network.
You motherfuckers.
Have you ever pooped in the open?
No, I did try and shit in the ocean once.
What? That's disgusting.
No, I didn't.
With your trunks on?
That was a movie that I saw. I didn't really try and do that.
Uh-huh.
I think I felt sick, and there was no bathroom. I was a kid. I mean, this isn't like last week, okay? And I couldn't wait to go to the bathroom. Like I had I had an issue. And I went out deep and I, pulled my drawers off and there wasn't anybody around and I tried and I couldn't. So, no, I've never shit in the open. You?
Do Jews go to the beach? I didn't think that's a thing Jews do.
What?
It's too much sun out. I can't, all that sand, it's going to get in between my account and my money. I can't. That's what I assume you guys do when you're downtime.
Count money?
When you're winding down. Count money. Count your money.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head right there. I'm looking at my bank account right now.
I used to, as a kid, wash my money and iron it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I used to literally dunk it in water, put some soap on it, dunk it again, and then iron it.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Why are you so full of shit?
What's
your content for the show today, Imran?
Well, I've never pooped in the wild. I have extreme pooping anxiety in public. I can't go in public restrooms unless I know that there's multiple stalls or multiple rooms. If it's a one stall situation, I can't do it. The pressure of someone walking in is too much.
Why?
And wanting to use the
Why
stall.
is it so? Why are you in your head about shitting in public?
Because A, I like to take my time. And B, someone waiting out there just makes me feel so anxious, like this guy wants me out of the bathroom or this woman wants me out of the bathroom and I can't perform on cue. I have to perform on cue. And
that's
just
narcissistic, though. Why do you think that it's about – why do you think that they want your toilet?
Because every single time I've used a public restroom because I've had to because of emergencies where there's only one restroom, one stall, people have started knocking on the door being like, we need to use the restroom, you need to get out. Wow. And that just makes me more nervous and not able to poop.
Wow.
So I was in a car one time traveling from Maine and we passed this service stop and everybody was like, anybody need to use the rest facilities? And I was like, nah, I'm good, and I did have to, but a little bit. And I was like, I can wait out the 2 hours. As soon as we passed that rest stop, it was just like, time to go.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
You gotta go. And I was like, fuck. So then finally we got to a rest stop, and I'm like, I'm losing my mind back there, but I'm trying to keep it cool because I don't want them to think I'm about to shit my pants. So I'm just like, yeah, I could go to the rest stop. Excuse me. And I like scurry over to the the rest stop, but it's closed for repairs. So then there's a porta potty. I scurry over to the porta potty.
Terrible.
Finally, one opens up, and it's like it's overflowing.
Yeah, you're shitting in a hole in the ground, essentially. It's like you're back in your native land. So
then,
right?
That would explain why I had those flashbacks of childhood.
There it is.
And then I was like, no, this reminds me too much of home. I'm in America now. I'm an American. So then I went down to this like ravine area where people were peeping and pooping, and I go in and for the first time in my life I squat down to take a shit, and I'm telling you, Greg, it was simultaneously the greatest and worst poop I've ever had in my entire life.
Why was it bad? I can understand the freedom of it being great, but why was it bad? Did you shit on your feet?
Because I could see people walking on the road, and I'm pretty sure they could see me. Also, there was some splatter on my pant leg, and then my right leg fell asleep. So when I tried to get back up, my muscles gave out, and I almost fell into my puddle. But I managed to fall just inches away from it.
What a mess!
And then literally, I'm like scavenging for leaves to try and like wipe.
How did you not bring toilet paper with you? It's not like you're out in the wild.
I did steal toilet paper from the porta potty, but I didn't have enough. I did not have enough for the pants, and so I had to get leaves to wipe the pants, and then I like scurried back. Like,
how old were you when you had to do this?
This was literally a year ago.
Wow, look at the pain in your eyes. So I have to admit something. I was on my phone at the beginning of that conversation, and I don't remember you saying who you were with.
I was with two actors. Actually, one actor and a playwright, and we were driving down from a workshop.
Really was a year ago.
You've got
IBS. You've got IBS again, so you suffer from that, and sometimes you can't hold it.
Can't. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't. That happened to me last night with the KFC.
I'm sorry, friend. It happened last night?
Why? It's also KFC. I mean, you expect that kind of thing from KFC.
You get what you deserve.
Right.
You walk into KFC knowing that you may lose control of your bowels, and you keep walking in.
You may lose control. Right. It's an unspoken
acknowledgement.
Agreement.
Yeah, acknowledgement. Listen to me. I'll give you your words when you suffer, when you fall down. I'm more experienced at impromptu verse spitting than you. Okay?
All right. You ready for my content? I brought content.
Yeah, it's great because I'm going to have to wrap this up in about 20 minutes and go to work. My other job, because I have 15 jobs.
Oh, Greg has work. He's a paid actor. Yeah, my name is Greg Wiener. I'm an actor. All right, here's a situation that I've got.
This is you actually preparing content now.
Why do women in their Tinder profiles or Bumble profiles or OkCupid profiles
talk to me,
post photos of themselves with their mommies? Is that my only conclusion that I can draw from that is that they're trying to keep me from jerking off to photos of them?
Why do you have such a fucking problem with a woman showing to total strangers the fact that she is close with her mother?
Because it's a dating website. Why are you bringing your mom into this?
Maybe she wants to communicate the love for her mother. So you're getting, because a person is introducing themselves to you, heart and soul, onto these apps.
If you went out with someone and the first thing they said was, do you mind if I talk about my mom real quick because I love her so much? Hi, yeah, my name's Imran, by the way. Like, really? Like, that's... No one does that. I think...
Great, I did it. Inadvertently.
Back that ass up.
Inadvertently, I did it Monday. I was showing her pictures of where I was living, and I'm like, oh, and this is a surprise picture of my mom, because it was Mother's Day the day before. Go ahead.
So you...
Anyway, didn't ruin the date. It worked. Not that it was a concerted effort to manipulate the situation. It just was happenstance.
It's a little weird. on a dating site where people are looking at you in a sexual way to then post photos of your mom.
Well, and I also think that it's a little creepy that you're just constantly thinking about who do you want to fuck and who do you not want to fuck on these things.
Whoa. Let's not put words in my mouth, Don't mischaracterize.
You're saying that these pictures of women who show pictures with their moms is cooling your boner off, and you're using Tinder as porn, essentially.
No, I didn't.
But you got a problem with it. You wrote it down as show content enough that it really stuck in your craw.
Yes.
All right.
I don't need to see a photo of what you look like wrinkly and old.
Maybe you do. They always say judge a woman by what her mother looks like in old age.
Because
maybe
that's
the point. Maybe was her mother good looking? We all know you love looking at people's moms and lusting after them. It's interesting that you of all people would have such an issue with a woman posting a picture of her and her mom on Tinder.
Okay. See,
hey, man.
I have no issue with women doing anything. First and foremost.
First and foremost. Not foremost, but furmost. Interesting. Go ahead. What do you mean by that? Go ahead.
Secondly, just think your Tinder profile should be of maybe a cute shot of your face, a full body shot so we get the full picture and know what we're getting ourselves into. Right. And maybe a boob shot or two. Or if you don't have good yabos, maybe show off your butt a little bit. Show off your assets.
What do you show on your Tinder profile?
I run the gamut. I meet all the check boxes. There's a professional photo, so they know what I'm doing. There's a full body shot, so they can see what they're getting into.
By the way.
What?
The professional shot.
No. No, it's not a headshot. It's me in a dressing room.
Even worse. Jesus Christ.
How is that worse?
Look at me in my dressing room.
No. It's me in a dress. It's a selfie of me. I'm the primary focus. But if you put clues together, you could be like, oh, he's in a dressing room. But it's not like the main focus. It's not like I'm in the fucking background.
Does it show like your name on the dressing room door as well? Did you fit that into the shot?
Well, of course. Why wouldn't I? They need to know that I'm a star.
What other pictures do you have on your Tinder profile?
So I've got that, and then I've got the silly one, which is me being goofy. It's me in a white wig from when I was playing a mechanical in Midsummer Night's Dream. It's a very goofy. It's my social media photo.
Oh, the one that I used for the old cover art for the podcast.
Yeah.
Strange.
Let's see. So there's the full body shot, which is like a professional shoot that I was on.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the dressing room shot. Oh, and then there's one photo that I'm not a fan of, but a friend of mine took that photo of me because I tie my scarves in a very specific way, unique to me. And she took a photo of that, and she claims, and her boyfriend claimed that it's a really good photo of me, and they recommended that I put it on my profile. So I did. I don't know if it's a good photo or not. And then there's a selfie of me in red light, which I think just makes me look good. And it's kind of artistic, so it shows that I'm kind of artsy too. Mm-hmm. But it's also a selfie, so it's still showing them my face. So like I check the boxes, my friend. I know what I'm doing with the photo.
All right.
You know, Violinist Girl, she had a theory that her Tinder profile was the ideal Tinder profile because she had an action shot. She had a goofy, silly shot.
Wait, what was the action shot of her playing the violin or climbing a mountain?
Both.
I hate the fucking world traveler profiles.
Literally, her climbing a mountain, her belaying, and her playing the violin. And then there was one photo of her making like a bemused face.
Her belaying? Is that a fancy word for mountain climbing?
Yeah, it's when you like rappel down a mountain.
Why can't you just say rappel then? Because my issue with you is that instead of the common words, and this is why you don't make a quick connection with people, is because you use highfalutin vocabulary all the time. And instead of saying, oh, a picture of her rappelling down a mountain, you say belaying as to impress us.
I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm just trying to be me. And if you're going to be D-class-A about it, that's on you, my friend. That's on you, my friend.
D-class-A. I have read a book.
Go to Paris.
Have you been to Paris, you fucking asshole?
Paris, Indiana.
Hey,
yeah, I've been to Paris twice. Thank you.
Have you really?
Yeah, I love that city. My goal is to go there for 3 weeks and live there for 3 weeks.
What did you do in Paris?
Jerked off a lot.
Jerked off a lot. A lot.
No, I went right after high school, me and my two buddies.
You are rich. I knew it.
No. I maxed out my credit cards to do this. I scrimped and saved all throughout high school. And we did like a whole European thing. We did London, Paris.
And stop calling it Paris. It's fucking irritating. Say Paris. You're not French.
We did London, Paris, Brussels, and Amsterdam. And we did 4 days in Paris and 2 hours in Brussels, which was 2 more hours than anyone should spend in Brussels. And then like 3 days in Amsterdam, and then like 2 days in London.
What did you do in Amsterdam?
So this is the thing about this trip. It was with 2 dudes, and we had literally the nerdiest trip any 3 dudes could ever have. We walked through the red light district the second night in Amsterdam, and we were skeeved by it and left.
Well, as you should be. I mean,
as you should be.
Yeah.
We didn't smoke or do anything because we were
losers. I think losers.
That's it. That's the word. Losers. We're losers. So we went to art galleries. We went to the Anne Frank house, which kind of put a damper on things.
Jesus Christ! You did the opposite of what you're supposed to do in Amsterdam. You're supposed to do drugs, walk around not knowing who you are or where you are, and then stick your dick in something dirty. I mean, that's what you do there.
Yeah. And when we were in Paris, 3 guys, we went to a market, got some fresh rabbit, cooked rabbit, and had a nice little picnic in front of the Eiffel Tower.
Ew.
Here's the kicker. We were on a riverboat cruise on the Seine.
Riverboat, not broat. Go ahead. We keep the R in the word river. We don't bring it over into boat. Just quick little English lesson or English.
Thank you, Gleg. And so then we're at the riverboat on the Seine, and we see these
on the
3
sand.
girls.
On the sand?
Seine.
And stop calling it Paris. It's fucking irritating. Say Paris. You're not French. Go ahead.
I am 44% fluent in Francais, so I will pronounce it as the Française.
You're like a fucking nightmare for me to deal with. Listen, I gotta get going soon here.
We're on the Seine River in Paris, and these 3 girls are right across from us. And I can see the ire building in his eyes every time I say Paris. And so then we're sitting there, and these 3 girls are sitting right opposite us, and we're like, we should talk to these chicks. And then of course we chicken out. We're at the Louvre.
Christ.
We're at the Louvre. We see them again. They're clearly American. We're like, we should talk to them. We chicken out. We're on the Eiffel Tower. We're on the Eiffel Tower. We're doing the thing at the Eiffel Tower, and they run into us, and they're like, "Hey, haven't we seen you all over town?" And we're like, "Yeah, you have." They're like, "Oh, cool. Are you guys American? You guys are clearly American. Yeah, you guys are American. Yeah, we're American. We're like high school. Yeah, we're high school too. We're like hanging out. This is cool. Like we love Paris and all this stuff. Yeah, this is great." And then we go, "All right, well, we got to go to our picnic. See you guys later."
Oh, your rabbit picnic?
Yep.
And did you use the word Paris when you were chatting with these girls?
I wasn't as classy as I am now back then, so perhaps I did not.
Classy meaning douchey.
I mean potato.
So you said, all right, we're going to go to our picnic. Our rabbit picnic.
Literally. And left them.
What
no
the fuck? How did you not say, come with me, come with us? Oh. We're doing a picnic. Let's eat together. You guys want to eat together?
We were so stupid. And as soon as we finished the picnic, we were like, well, we probably should have asked those girls to join us.
And that's how we're going to end the episode. With your failures.
We also shared beds in Amsterdam.
Wait a minute. Who, the guys?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's gay experiences for next episode. Imran's gay experience in Amsterdam on the next Greg Wiener podcast with Imran Sheikh.
Bye.
Bye, bitches. Wait, did you really have?
No, we didn't fuck each other.
Oh,
but
okay. All right.
But it was pretty gay. It was like the gayest trip ever.
Yeah, it sounds pretty gay. You don't drink at all, do you?
Nope. They didn't drink either. We didn't have a drop while we were there.
No smoking of weed at all, huh?
None.
They
didn't either.
That's a religious thing, isn't it?
It's a religious thing.
Yeah.
But it's also a personal thing with the weed. Definitely the alcohol, because alcoholism is actually in my family. I have 2 uncles who died of it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's, And also, I have an addictive personality, so I'd be an alcoholic inside a month. There's no way.
When you say you have an addictive personality, what are you basing that on? Like addiction to books, addiction to curry?
Things.
What are you addicted to?
Things. I just like, as soon as I like something, I just want to do that one thing over and over and over again.
I don't know if that's addictive personality or just you liking something. What's the difference? What delineates it from being addictive and not?
I'm trying to think of an example. Like when I go to, like if I find a nice diner or a nice place to eat or something, I'll order the same thing almost every night.
That's not addictive. That's not wanting. I do the same thing. I don't consider myself an addictive personality.
I guess that's more loser personality.
No, it's like you don't want to pay for something. It's more Jewy than anything. You don't want to pay for something that you're not sure of.
Right. That's exactly it.
You know? All right.
I don't know. I just have the feeling that I would not be able to handle it.
I think you have too good a head on. Well, first of all, I'm not going to sit here and encourage you to drink if alcoholism runs in your family. But I think you're smart enough to know when you've turned into an alcoholic, right? Maybe
but
not.
the thing is, I feel like for me, it would be such a social, I would be so enabled by it because I would drink in public and with people socializing, and it would become I know I'd be the life of the party.
You already are the life of the party when you hang out with people and they're drinking. You are.
So can you imagine if I was drunk? Like it would be ridiculous. It would be overkill.
Well, you don't have to get drunk when you're hanging out. Like we all went out in Fort Myers a bunch of nights together, and
a bunch.
Nobody got one night. I know I got hammered, but I wasn't like a fool. Yeah, we went around bar hopping downtown area. We went to that. Ended up at that big club where they had a horrible DJ, and we were all out back smoking weed and shit.
You were drunk that night?
Yeah.
Didn't seem like it to me.
I was yelling at fountains and statues to make people laugh. So I was a little inebriated, but I don't think you don't have. My point is, you don't. Every time you go out, you don't get drunk. You have a drink, you loosen up a little bit, and you're sociable.
I get that. But the thing is, it's like I just feel like I'll get that buzz, and I'll be like, "This is a good feeling. Let's keep this going." And then I'll keep on just doing it. I do things
in excess.
To the point, in excess. That's especially things that are enjoyable and that I can get feedback from.
I think you're too cerebral about it. Well, we'll attack that in your gay adventures in Amsterdam on the next podcast. Hey, if you ever get off the good foot and edit the fucking podcast, we can be up to about 10 episodes, which will be a special anniversary for us, a real achievement and a landmark in time.
We'll be going steady at that point.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Shit. We'll have marriage will be on the table.
Right.
You know.
All right.
That's it. All right. So let's say goodbye.
All right. I'm gonna go jerk off.
Bye, bitches.
Bye.
Bye.
This is a production of Greg Wiener Productions, Inc. and Hollow Spirit Studios.
Go to their website, hollowspiritstudios.com. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share. And to reach out to Greg Wiener or Imran Sheikh, feel free to message us at The Wiener Sheikh Show on our Facebook page. Or call 302-RAW-DONG. That's 302-729-3664. Thank you again for listening to The Wiener Sheikh Show. I'm Oprah Wiener.